Hey everybody, how's it going? Also, Coffee Cups, happy birthday! A happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Coffee Cup. Happy birthday to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, Coffee Cups. Are you just starting the final chapter? Yeah, we haven't played the final chapter yet. It's been a while because we finished the other one and then I moved here and then we haven't touched it since. So we're gonna actually finish up the first game. Have you beat the first game yet, Coco? No, in tone voice. No, I'll pass on that. I have to put the picture of the baby bison. Yes! Oh my god, did you see it, Coffee Cups? Yes. I'm like midway the final chapter, so no spoilers for me. Gotcha. Much appreciated, Coco. Please never do that again. I have to do that for everyone's birthday. Everyone has to equally suffer. That's... At ColeHillChills, we all suffer together. That's our slogan. So everyone needs to... an equal slice of the suffering pie, you know? It's only fair. It's only natural that everyone suffers the same amount. We don't give favorites around here. No favoritism in the ColeHillChills community. None at all. Oh, have you done anything fun today, Coffee Cups, or plan on doing anything fun? I'm excited to get back into this game. I also really hope I remember most of their voices. The obvious ones I'll remember, but like, there were some I don't remember what voices I gave them. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a good time. I'm not worried. You're worried. Like the big boss guy who lives in the bell tower, like the hunchback, not a hunchback, but like he lives in the clock, so he's like the hunchback of Notre Dame. Him, I don't remember what voice I gave him. I think it was just a really low voice. All the female characters, I have no idea. just Susato. I remember her voice for sure. Oh, I missed this music. I'll switch over so you guys can hear it. Also, let me know if this game's too loud or too quiet. I forget which one it is. I know this game it does something with the volume. I usually have to change it. The Great... Oh, I really missed this game. I didn't get home from work until 2 a.m. Oh, today I am being all the tired for my birthday. Oh, Coffee Cups, 2 a.m. Bruh, I'm so sorry. Did you get paid overtime at least? My god. Yeah, no, you deserve to just chill and be tired on your birthday. That's crazy. 2 a.m. Man. When I worked in a factory, I would often work until like 2 a.m. as well. It's tough. It's tough. Oh yeah. I was thinking of GM. You're right. I worked at like 4 a.m. That was pain. That was off. I hated that. Ugh. Never again. Geekster, how's it going, man? Yeah, this game exists. Funny, eh? We're actually gonna beat it soon. Also, Geekster, you disappeared. What village did you get? Who spawned on your island? Yeah, no worries, man. I figured you had something to do. But like you left us in suspense. Who is it? Who spawned on your island? I need to know. The canon in my head was it was so bad you just had to shut off all electronics and like take a nice walk in the forest, just away from technology. My dad tried to make plans last minute to take me out to lunch. I treated myself by telling him I already had plans. Hell, I treated myself by telling him. I love that, Coffee Cups. You deserve to treat yourself. That's amazing. That's amazing. Rizzo, some street rat. I haven't opened Animal Crossing ever since Wait, let me look him up. Rizzo. Show me the picture. Do. Oh. I'm sorry for your loss, Geekster. Jesus. I don't like that face at all. Delay? Thank you, Geekster. Give me 2 seconds while I try to fix it. All right. Test. Whoa, major delay. Holy. Oh, okay. Test. That fixed nothing. Oh my god. Jesus. My plans are to sit in my underwear with my cat watching Twitch, but they are plans. Aw! I'm so honored. You hanging out with us on your birthday, Coffee Cups? I love that. Stop it. I'm glad you're here, Coffee Cups. That's amazing. Test. Trippy, how's it going, man? Closer. Test. That's closer. We'll get there, guys. Test. Oh, I think that worked. I think we got it. Let me reload and double make sure. Baby buffs were hard to get a good pickup because bison are wild animals that won't come near the fence if a human is there. Oh, of course. Did you manage to take some kind of picture, though? Guess what? What am I guessing, Drippy? What's up? Which espresso machine could spawn such a nice mocha on this earth? Aw, it's so sweet. But I need to stay ominous because something happened. I made something amazing. What did you make, Drippy? It's good. Oh, let me look at it. Test. Perfect. Shut. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Amazing. Drippy, that's your best emote to date. That's incredible. Now it can haunt me on Twitch as well. It's a tier 1 as well? Oh my god. I don't know what to say to that. I hate it and love it so much. I just have a lot of feelings towards it. Oh my god. Read something to Drippy. All the subs will come flooding in now, Drippy. That's so funny. Oh my god. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Marketing 101. Guinea pig. Continue. Yas. The adventure of the unspeakable what? Oh.
It's coming! Sholmes's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistol as I cocked it, and I waited, breathlessly, in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared. From the shadows of the cloud, an enormous beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen. Its eyes glowed with a smoldering glare. The whole of its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames. Its rumbling pant and hideous howl, so terrified was I that I began to tremble with fear. "Look well, Wilson," Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast. "For this is the diabolical hound of the Baskervilles."
I paid a fortune to study marketing and they never taught me the most important lesson, guinea pig. I also beat a really hard rat game today. I hated it, but glad it's over because I say goodbyes to my Xbox. Ratatouille? I remember us talking about a rat game. What rat game are you playing, Geekster? Yeah, rat game? Like Ratatouille? That's the only game I can think of. Yes, Cole. I mean, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not because I played Ratatouille on the GameCube years ago. Okay. Our first 2 months in London passed by in a flash. In that disconcerting courtroom experience, we were first thrown into on the day we arrived in the country. And in Sasuke-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunities to appear in court, which was hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So life in our little office was very quiet. That is, until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. A Plague Tale Innocence. Oh, no, I don't think I have heard of it. What are guinea pigs called in Spanish? Ooh, yay, I get to learn a new word today. Yeah, what is guinea pigs in Spanish? She totally remembers and is absolutely not Googling it right now. 15th of April. Naruto's legal consultancy. ColeHillChills de India. That's a long name for a guinea pig. Jesus. They're not pigs and they're not guineas. That's so weird. It's on Game Pass. It's about the Black Plague, but you run away from the large mass of human-eating rats, not the Oh, I thought you played as a rat, not that you were running from them. Jesus. Ooh, I love plot twists you don't see coming. Usually you see them coming, you know? I love when there's twisty stuff like that. That's true. I feel like I probably won't play the game. No, not really. Knock, knock, knock. It's British, so they knock in British. That morning, I was woken by the unreserved knocking on the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone... Oh, she's tall. Why is she so tall? Look how tall she is. Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. They knock in British, they do. Remy the chef rat and his brother killed me like 200 times. Damn, man. Ratatouille likes to taste of flesh now, eh? Please don't introduce Ash to this game. Oh my god. Oh yes, knock. It's respectful to knock in British. Yes, obviously. You don't want to knock too hardly. Just briskly, a brisk knock. Susato-san? Yes. Is it time to leave for our court already? Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh, no, of course not. How silly of me. But I think Iris said she would make us breakfast this morning. I know, why did she jump scare? So, shall we go down to Mr. Shum's suite? Yes. Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. She does, doesn't she? And once our bellies are full, we can leave for court in the fighting fit form. Oh, sorry, I turned it up during the cutscene. Let me turn it back down. Let me know if that volume's okay for you guys. You got scared by that, Geekster? No. It's the rats, man. They're putting you on edge. Susato jump scare. That's a good one. Let me see. What case is it today? Here we go again. Are you okay? Because the rats were also scared. Oh, damn, were they? I don't. When you say like running away from rats eating humans, it sounds humorous to me. I can't imagine it being scary, but I believe you. I had a thought. What would co-op Ace Attorney be like? Would one person be Phoenix and the other Edgeworth? That's a good question, Trippy. I feel like player 2 would be like Susato. But I don't know what their roles would be. Like one person has to keep the other one in line. Oh, you know what? No, I feel like it would totally be like keep talking and no one explodes. Like Susato-san would have a manual and player 2 has to like look up the rules to see loopholes and stuff for the actual player to like go through and stuff. I feel like that's what it would be. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun game. It's kind of sad. Guess I accidentally horrified the game. Oh, heroified the game. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I accidentally heroified the game. The telegram that was delivered this morning, I mean. Oh, a telegram. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, but you're not gonna get away with that. Well, I didn't think I would. Actually, don't give it a moment's thought. It's nothing. Nothing interesting. Boring, in fact. Ahem. It was just a boring old telegram. That's 3 times now she's tried and failed to convince me it was nothing. The other person is the judge and has to believe if you're telling the truth or not. That'd be a 3-player game. Like one person's Phoenix, one person is Edgeworth, and the other person's the judge. and like it's one of those games where like the judge gets points if they actually choose the right person. You know? Guinea pigs are from South America, not India. Are they? I didn't know that. There should be a Jackbox game like that. Something with like law and you have to guess your friend's lives. Right? That'd be so fun. Like complex fibbage. Yeah, I love that. Guys, let's make a game. I know I've said that a lot, but let's make this. Let's make this a reality. I promise that I'll tell you about it at some point. Alright, I understand. Sasuke-san, our dead friend. So I suppose Sasuke-san will have arrived back in Japan by now, won't he? Jesus. Oh, okay. We should work at Jackbox. Joke book suck. I honestly believe if our community were to make a Jackbox game, it would be so funny. It would be so good. Oh, we call them Cobeos? Cobeos. 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 He left immediately after the terrible ordeal. Which would mean he should have completed the voyage already, or be just a few days away. A fortnight ago, we had that very long telegram from him. Do you remember? Complaining of seasickness. But by and large, it seems the voyage has been well. Is something wrong, Naruto-san? I was just wondering, what might become of Sasuke-san had he stayed in London, that's all. You mean, as regards, Lord Van Zeeks, the Reaper? Yes, I can't help wondering if seasickness would have paled into insignificance in that case. The Reaper. The Grim Reaper. What is it they say? That no one who stands in the dock can be saved from the Reaper, right? Like the way that nightmarish trial ended on the very day we arrived in London. Even 2 months on, the cause of that dreadful fire is still a mystery. Yes, but at least Sasuke-san is safely out of the country now. Presumably that means, oh, Sasuke-san isn't our dead friend. Sasuke-san is the very odd parents guy. Kazuma was our dead friend. Okay. Sorry, I got them mixed up for a second. It's been a while. Yeah, there were wolves. There's always a little intro about the story that the girl made of our tale to come. So apparently, there's some kind of wolf involved. That the curse of the Reaper can only take effect within the confines of the city of London, perhaps. Mr. Crocker? Yeah! Mr. Crocker! Even if that's the case, it's little comfort. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. I know, I mixed up the two polar opposite characters. I was so confused. I'm like, why are you talking about like your dead friend getting shipped to London? Why are you talking about this so chilly? No. wrong character completely. If the legend of the Reaper is to be believed, it would mean he wields the sword of justice himself. Come to think of it, I wonder what he's been up to these past few months. Surely not wielding that sword against more acquitted defendants. No, I don't think so. Apparently, Lord Van Zeeks hasn't appeared in court once since our last encounter. So it's been 2 months in the game since that last trial. Guys, I think we're like accidentally like are keeping up in time with the game. It's been like almost 2 months since we played this game. A similar word to capybara. That makes sense. That does make sense, actually. I haven't seen one yet. I really want to see one. I can't wait to see one. They're so cute. I want to see Bidoof in real life. Oh? Yes. Since Sasuke-san's trial, he's withdrawn from the judicial service again, it seems. Really? Just like before, when he wasn't seen in court at all for several years. So, it's just been me who's had to face him in this recent spate of trials then. Ugh, just my luck. I wonder, if luck doesn't come into it. Sorry? What was that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Okay. Oh, I thought he was gonna be there for a second. You know who, Mr. Detective. What is this game? Jiffy. Ah, this must be the telegram. Let's see. Ah! No, you mustn't look at that. Not under any circumstances. Because it's just a boring telegram, right? All right, I won't. I'm sorry, Naruto-san, but you can be very mischievous at times. Then put the telegram away if you don't want people looking at it. I don't think there's anything necessary to look at in here. It's just a room. Do you know? Oh. No. How do I? History. There it is. Do you know, I've never seen inside your room, Susato-san. I should think so, too. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know. Whatever you say, young maiden. Alright, let's move somewhere. Shom Suite. Morning, Runo. Morning, Susie. Oh, God. Who's dying? Oh, this is... Oh, so many bad flat. Please turn the game audio off. What's that? You want me to turn it up, Drippy? Me and my 3 siblings, we had violin and piano lessons until basically forever. I'm leaving. And this is what it sounded like in our house for years until we were okay at the violin. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is awful. Iris. What is it, Runo? What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. Ah, yes, you noticed that, did you? Hurley isn't in the best form this morning, it seems. I'd say so. Hello. What was his voice again? I'm British. I forget his voice, damn it. You're okay at violin? I was okay at violin. I won a couple competitions. Like me and my siblings were like very like my mom really wanted us to be good at music. So piano and violin we were all pretty good at. I just after high school I stopped playing it and I cannot play it anymore. I picked it up once for fun, being like, oh, I wonder if I can still play. No. Violin is not an instrument you can put down for years and pick it up again and you can still play it. Not even slightly. Piano and guitar, I could pick that up in a week. I'd be like, oh yeah, like I'm okay again. But like violin, no. That takes a skill you need to constantly polish. Hurley, put that down, please. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. Buenos dias. I can speak Spanish. Oh, Jesus. Good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. Humph. Yeah, that was Herlock. that was Herlock Sholmes. My analytical mind is dead. Music is dead. The world is dead. Jesus, okay. Damn the blanched existence. Stick to your mediocre detective arc, please. Yeah, Sholmes, it's a bit late for you to be branching out to different genres. You need to stick with what you're okay at. You know, not good at, just okay at. The game is in front of your camera and audio. One second, let me try to fix that. Because that is annoying. Hold on. Wow. Yeah, that's very ahead. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Oh, I'm just so good at reading, Drippy, that like I read in the future. I think that's what you're mistaking it for. I just took the delay off my camera and like nothing changed. Wait, literally nothing changed. What's going on? Test. Okay, hold on. Okay. Test. Test. Is that good? I think I lined that up. I can't tell. Let me know if that's like a little off or beforehand, or whatever. Thank you for catching that, though, Drippy. I am going to get a webcam because this is ridiculous. I'm so sorry. I keep putting you guys through this. All right. That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. I'm afraid I don't understand. Camera's good? Oh, thank you so much, Drippy. Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much. If it's not too much trouble. Insipid coffee? What is that? Cat? Oh, jeez. Okay, God, Mr. Edgy boy over here. Cat! Oh, look, it's Wagahai. Good morning, boy. Aww. Shu? Oh, Shu was, yeah, she was from the original game. This is what's his name? Very odd parent's cat. I guess he didn't take him with him. XX_edgelord. That must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. Good deductive skills right there, Phoenix. Oh, I mean, Ryan. Oh my God. How did it get there? It's a little bow tie on. Well then, everyone. Time for breakfast. Oh, wonderful. Let me help you, Iris. Ugh. It would indeed be a fine day to die. Ah, I knew something looked different. Something's missing from Mr. Shum's desk. That is a calico. It has to be a girl. Is that, yeah, that's the thing? Calico's a girl? Oh, I love that. Cats with 3 colors of girls? That's cool. I didn't know that. I'm learning. Mr. Sholmes, wanting to die. I relate. You seem to be very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What's happened? It used to be the case that in my hands, this violin sung like the dawn chorus. its mellicent tones would make flowers bloom.
It would.
But now, the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. Oh? Whatever do you mean, Mr. Jones? Weren't you helping with breakfast? How'd you get here? Genie! Oh my god, you survived socializing? Socializing? How are you doing? The people are ignoring me, so I can watch stream now. Yay! I'm glad you're here, Genie. Shelms went on. I'm 14, and that's deep. For hours I have abode, for days even, though the night I have endeavored to no avail. The sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone, gone forever. No more recitals of unbridled emotion. Okay. Are you still sub to me or not? Oh god. Genie, get ready for this.
Well, you haven't been practicing much lately, have you, Hurley? Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time.
Heed my words, Mr. Naruto. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they bestow genius on a man, the next day, unmercifully to withdraw it. Keyboard.
Oh dear.
Nog, why is this happening to me? If they take the ton I have for the violin from me, what is left, for pity's sake? What is left? You're rich and you have a mansion and, you know, you're a detective?
Deduction perhaps? Isn't that what you're known for?
The missing machine.
Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but your desk looks rather empty today.
Ah, well done, Mr. Sato. Your observational skills do you credit. His voice came back to me. I found it.
Oh, no, Mr. Sholmes. They pale in insignificance when compared to yours. You'd struggle not to notice, wouldn't you?
God damn it, Chippy.
You mean Hurley's great analytics scope? That's a Windy Banks now. Sorry? Is that Windy Bank? No, Windy Banks. The pawnbroker. Pawn? What? You mean you've pawned the enormous machine of yours?
It has some considerable value, you see. Quite undeservingly.
But isn't it a very important machine for your work? I do wish you had consulted us if your situation had become so desperate. I should have gladly passed what little income I have to you.
Oh, she's crying. Dear madame, things are far from desperate.
But the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate?
Also, I check out my dad's computer setup, and they have a whole special social media studio now. Ooh, you don't say. You don't say, Genie. Oh my god, coffee cups, I just saw the picture. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I want to pet one. I want to give one big hug. It reminds me of Bella. It reminds me of my dog. That's so cute. Thanks for sharing, coffee cups. That made my day. Making use of a pawnbroker's brokery is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you.
It is. That doesn't sound ordinary at all.
It would seem that neither of you fully understand how pawnbroking works.
Oh. What's to understand exactly?
Like giant ring light background camera tripod. Is your dad a streamer now, Genie? I don't convince my dad to stream on Twitch. I was just gonna say, like, Genie dad streams? Genie dad streams when? You can duo stream with him.
What did you mean when you said we didn't fully understand how pawnbroking works?
To the people of London, pawnbrokers are kin to banks.
Thanks.
On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to the pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week.
And then on Saturdays, they go to recover their things using the money they've earned. I had no idea.
This has been a fascinating lesson for us. So, they sell things to have money, and then wait, what? They use that money to buy their things back?
Everyone does it, you see, especially people in the inner London.
And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise.
Oh, how ingenious. So whenever we have something that's getting in the way, we leave it at Windy Banks, you see.
A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault.
Who would have thought that even pawnbrokers are different here in Great Britain?
That's so interesting. No, I don't know how. Well, I know how normal pawn shops work, but like the fact that they're banks, that confuses me. Oh, it looks so painful, Genie. That's giving me a headache just looking at it. Like you leave stuff there to make money? I don't get it. Usually you here or in Canada, you know, you sell things at a pawn shop to make money. And then you don't get it back.
Of course, you have to watch Hurley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Hurley?
What does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Okay then. Examine? Oh, we can examine her. Have we ever seen, oops. Have we ever seen this side before? Whoa. Damn, that is a chair. Holy. Well, let's examine her, I guess. That's not how pawn shops work traditionally. Oh. How does shopping pawns work then?
Mr. Natsumi's cat seems to have settled in his new home then. Oh yes, and I've become very attached to little Waggy.
Humph. It would appear his previous owner is completely forgotten to him.
Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their muse is empty as the hearts of the muses.
Oh, that was him speaking. Sorry, not Ryan.
If Mr. Natsumi had no intention of taking Waggy
Aww.
back to Japan, I wonder why he kept him in the first place. I expect he would have taken him if he could. But pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience. And for good reason. Terrible things would happen if the rule of passage are not obeyed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Kazuma. Rip.
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind, because Waggy is adorable.
Aww. Oh, his ear flickered.
Yes, he really is.
He.
Oh yes, what about the door?
Wait. But you guys said it was a girl. Is Ryan just dumb?
I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where'd that come from? Oh, you noticed. You are observant, Runo. Look, I use this. It's my latest invention. What? What is that? I call it the cat flapomat.
The cat flapomat.
Gosh, a machine for making doors just for cats? That's right. It can make a cat flap for a little furry friend, like Waggy in seconds. And it can do it in any door at all, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see. Wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make the cat flap? Well, yes, maybe. But now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like.
Cat flaps. That word's so funny to me.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. You must make one for us in the door of our office upstairs, Iris. She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl.
The game is just why. I agree, Chippy. Oh.
Oh, what was that? Wagahai?
Oh? What was that?
Oh no! Oh no! Wagahai's tangled up in your violin.
How do you get tangled up in a violin?
I think he thinks it's a toy. No! What's he doing to it? Oh dear, Mr. Shone's precious violin.
Why should I care?
What?
I shouldn't be surprised. If the cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. Reminds me of the Pokemon games where they don't show what actually happens. Oh my god, yes, Drippy, yes.
Mr. Solms really is in poor spirits, isn't he?
Pikachu is smiling. He likes to be with you. It's like, oh, okay. Wailord is dancing in the rain. He is?
Anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Hurley?
Shelm's having depression is so strange. I've missed this game. I missed so much of this game. We don't know why he's depressed, honestly. We're still trying to figure it out.
Out of the cat's reach if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage.
Okay.
So, this is the violin, is it?
It's Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier Antonio Stradivari.
Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me.
I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down a nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings.
How honorable of you.
And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there a reason to live in a world devoid of music, to tolerate this blunt existence? No! There is none. Is he really upset just because he can't play anymore? I feel like there's something else.
Mr. Sholmes.
What, dear madame, what? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine.
Well, it's about your violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think? What do you mean, Mr. Sato? Oh, Susie's right. Yes, the tone of the wood is completely different. And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it?
What's this? You didn't realize he was playing a different violin?
I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all.
Wait, what is it called? Oh, what's it called? It's not a violin, it's not a cello, it's a... I know this. There's one in between. When I was getting tired of the violin, my violin teacher tried to get me... Viola! Yeah, he tried to get me to play the viola, and I was like, nope, this doesn't do it for me either. I'm gonna play guitar. Then what?
I believe it's an entirely different instrument called the viola.
Yeah! What? Oh, wow, he actually fell over.
No, Mr. Sholmes, are you all right?
You're right. You're quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. So what pray, is this piece of stringed flotsam?
Not your faithful performing partner, then.
How do you get that wrong? If he was so... Like, if he spotted it was a rare violin in a shop, how could he not spot that it wasn't his violin he was playing, but a viola?
Ah, I see what must have happened. You do, Iris. This is just a simple mix-up. It sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what happened if we ask her.
This music is happy. Can you just tell us? Please and thank you. Right, Coco?
What do you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this violin. Sorry, this viola, I mean. Was at Windy Banks until last week. At the pawnbrokers? Not Mr. Schoen's beloved musical partner.
There's a proverb from the East with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. How is little beloved child travel?
Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth? No, what a wonderful idea.
Why do you need to know exactly what happened if it was just a simple mix-up? Yeah, also that. Last week I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it appears my Mr. Windybank mistakenly furnished me with this toddy fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timber of this piece of timber.
No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings.
Sir, a fine state of affairs this is, and why I always say, Mr. Naruto, never trust a pawnbroker. They will try to fiddle you every time.
But earlier you told us that you could think of a pawnbroker as an extremely secure vault.
Because that doesn't further the plot. You're right, Coffee. This is a very strange plot. I don't know where they're going with this. Obviously they want us to go to the pawnbrokers for some reason. Come, Mr. Naruto. Dilly-dallying will get you nowhere.
Sorry?
Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect. Freshen your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency of which we are faced?
We must visit Mr. Windybank's brokery at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Chalmers?
Precisely, Mr. Sato. Without a moment's delay.
But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs.
My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to fresh your eggs ever more obtusely.
All right, say no more. Let's go then. Don't worry, Bruno. I'd be happy to heat it up for you again later. Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I am rather curious to see what a British pawnbroker looks like.
Now I'm hungry. Well, then let's get a move on. What a bustling place. Oh, London's such a fantastic city. Why would we go to Baker Street if we go to Windybank's pawnbrokery? Let's go to the pawnbroker. This is why I hate anime games. Oh, Pinocchio got a girlfriend, I see. This setup looks like Little Nightmares 2. Mostly the upper half, with all the clothes and hats dangling from places. I feel like I'd be walking across the bookshelf in the back, trying to get away from a monster.
So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my! There are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before. Ah, Sato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to skewer the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this.
How do they feel? Oh god, let me search my soul again. How did I feel about the end of that game? Mostly angry. Mostly very angry that Six betrayed us like that. Confused. I watched a game explain with their theory on what happens and how it's like an infinite loop, and it makes sense, and the loop does make sense. How like Mono is the thing powering the tower in the first place and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I know I expected it, but I was hoping it wouldn't, you know? I had hope. I had hope.
Oh yes! I don't know why, but seeing such a lot of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me.
My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure.
And clearly Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the spark of fury in his eyes.
At least there was no murder. Thank God. That would have actually upset me. Hello there. Oh my God. Is this man related to, oh, what's his name from the original Ace Attorney? But you didn't hear it from me. Oh, Mr. Sholmes, sir. Welcome back. Did you hear that pleasant welcome?
Well, yes. We are potential customers after all.
We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruto. And it's time to inform Mr. Windy Bank of our... Grossberg! Yeah! Mr. Grossberg! There was one gnome. Was there a gnome? I don't remember seeing a gnome. Come! The fight is afoot. Oh, wow. Hi. It looks like his... What are they called? Sideburns are painted on. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. The second right fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The color of the wood is different. It has holes in it. It's not even the same size.
A wonderful summary of our observation, Mr. Sholmes.
I don't know what he's doing. I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgettable of me. An inexcusable mistake of a pawnbroker. There is only one way to make amends. Whoa, dude, whoa, chill, my dude. I don't have to take my own life. Oh my God, sir. There is no need. Oh my God. The way he ran to the back. I don't think that would be necessary, do you? If I may just say one thing before I pop off. No, please don't pop off. Yes. It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry. As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, here it is. You did. Now, when I turned to convert you, you were taking the violin and left, sir. The way he disappeared after sprinting, I thought he ran and was gone. I was like, oh, he ditched. However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or gross any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. Phew. I know. I thought he was about to kill us. He's like, you must never find out about this. You're all going to die. I know that's what he has to say. Phew. I really didn't want to die today. I miss this game.
It would appear that the fight is over.
Phew. I was hoping not to blow my brains out this morning. What a relief. Windy Bank is special. Yes. Yes, he is. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windy Bank. Evidently, my question about disposition precipitated this tragedy. This game sucks.
Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Sherlock Holmes without that questionable disposition now, would you?
Haha, I do believe you may be right, sir. All the new curse emotes I have. Oh, you have new curse emotes? What are they? Ooh, oh, that is cursed. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Also, we have 3 new emotes slots for tier 1. Any suggestions, guys? Because like, I wasn't planning on 3 more emotes.
It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I didn't remind you of the particular collection of items you brought through my door in the past.
No, I don't want to take your suggestions, Chirpy. No, they're your emotes.
Oh, peculiar items? In the extreme, ma'am, for example.
A judgmental Glem emote? Oh my god! Like make Glem's emote an actual emote on Twitch? I stand for that. I stand for that. I feel like that's a good one.
The unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work. The novel of Sherlock Holmes or some such. Oh my! A new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? A story I've yet to read, you mean? God, forgive me! Wait, before you die! You must tell me more!
Stop trying to shoot yourself. Yeah, you guys all want that? I can easily copy and paste our Metopia emotes as tier 1 emotes. Asame Giku would be a great emote. That would be a great emote. I can do that. I can do that, guys.
I must know more. Tell me everything. Wow, Susato-san is really fired up now.
This dude reminds me of too many people I've met. I don't know how to take that, Drippy.
Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought me an old metal chest, you see.
I should like to entrust you to your care for a while, Mr. Winniebank.
For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir. Not a farthing more.
It houses something very great value indeed. The latest manuscript, recounting the adventures of one of Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I beg your pardon. A manuscript. You wish to deposit a manuscript?
Indeed I do. For I am confident it will be quite safe here. Over dramatic. That's what I meant. Okay, good, Trippy.
And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of overworldly mystery lies dormant in the storeroom.
Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this?
I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings securely.
Of course, sir. Yeah, of course, sir, of course. You're safe and sound with me, I assure you. On my life.
This is all very strange.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed.
I wonder, could I ask you something?
A gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, the sable suit. I suppose I could offer you sixpence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull.
Sorry?
Nah! Nah! But for your splendid attire, ma'am. 5 guineas, no less. The colors are exquisite, the design exotic. Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say.
Oh my! 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here?
So, he pays you to hold on to things? No. Yes? But then he doesn't sell them to people? He just gets them back when people give their money back? I don't understand how pawnbrokers work. Yeah, I'm very confused, Genie.
Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokers are used rather like banks here in London.
Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize your establishment as you describe. I appraise your items and offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure stowage.
I appraise your items and offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure storage.
If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned.
But what happens if they don't pay you the money?
Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me.
So you don't make money off of it. You really just pay him to, like, store things.
So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed then?
That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all.
The very idea, Mr. Windybank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually. Says the man who was telling us, it was a good day to die only this morning.
They lend you money at an interest rate to keep your items secure for you. That makes no sense to me. I'll look it up afterwards. It's not clicking.
And let's not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. No, what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device, which Mr. Windybank has installed here in his shop. I call it the red-handed recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Windybank?
Ah.
What was that deep sigh about? What on earth is a red-handed recorder?
Don't say that's gonna make me confused again.
Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are 2 just below the ceiling.
Oh?
I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 piece of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop.
Here, I have an example I can show you.
I see.
Oh, yes, a print from the camera to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in the darkness. Really? That's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. Look.
This is definitely gonna play into whatever court case we're gonna have to do.
So you see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed.
I mean, if he enters in that 30 minutes.
But did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed. As you say, madame. Then what if the incident were to occur in between the times?
Yes, exactly.
One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, 6K left?
Coco, you're gonna be VIP so soon. That's amazing. TLDR, this is how pawn shops used to work, but the charging of interest was not regulated like when you take out a loan from a bank. So the system was deemed predatory and laws changed to not allow it. Okay, that makes sense. So, but the people who give items in return for money only to buy the items back at a higher price. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I was wondering how people made money. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Basically, you're taking a loan based on the value of the item, and the item is collateral, so they can... That makes sense. Okay, okay. A loan and using the item. Okay, okay, okay. Now it clicked. It clicked. I get it. I get I was so lost. Like, I was like, I don't understand it at all. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. So the people who own the shop, they make money based off the interest. Also, for people who don't pay it back, they can sell the items to make money. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Okay. I follow. I follow. That took me a while to get it, but I get it. We're caught up, guys. We're caught up.
I must confess, your devices may have been giving me some cause of distress of late.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Winniebank. Surely there are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word.
It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all, which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older.
Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbrokery, no? No, dude, no. My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price.
Oh, heaven help us.
His bow tie is massive. Look how big that bow tie is. Oh my god. It's like a clown would wear that. Dude, that's massive. Also, the buttons on your shirt are massive.
Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin.
Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Winniebank.
Perhaps this might mark the end of the precarious items you tried to pop. Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt.
Fear not.
Sorry?
I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed.
That's not really what I meant.
Good day to you then, Mr. Winniebank.
It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes.
What a pleasure.
So, Mr. Naruto, now we can explore at last.
I love her cute little, let's go. I don't like the way he's just chilling back there. Is there anything of use to examine?
What an assortment of things there are on the shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you can care to imagine.
Those are fortified items offered for sale by the pawnbroker.
What does that really mean, though?
When you pawn, or weekly pop an item, the broker loans your money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed price after. Okay, we already know this. He is free to display. Yes. Yes.
My treasured university form. Uniform? Never. It embodies my student spirit.
Okay, I'm gonna go then. Don't really feel like examining everything. I guess we're going to Baker Street. Or not? Is this his house? Wow, that was fast. We're so close to it.
It's already been 2 months since we started taking lodgings here above Mr. Sholmes' office.
He's literally right beside it.
I still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this. Oh, I know. To actually be sharing a combination with the world's greatest detective. If I ever find myself before a court of law now, I will have not one regret. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd be happy to defend you, of course.
Okay, I guess we can go back. Let's go get that breakfast we wanted. Breakfast? 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 No? No breakfast? Our room? There we go. Wait. Yes? No? Is that not... What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
Oh, there we go. What to do?
Can it really be that we've been in Great Britain for 2 months already? Yes, it's gone by in a flash. Hasn't it? And what an English gentleman You trailed off there, Chisato-san. I'm so sorry. And when I thought it through, I realized it's not at all true, actually. I simply don't feel that any Britishness has really rubbed off on you. Nor you, to be honest. Well, that's obviously because... Yes, I know. Without a doubt, it's your kimono. It most certainly stands out. I do adore the attire of English ladies. It's quite delightful. But somehow, I just don't feel ready to abandon my Japanese dress just yet. I wonder how Chisato-san would look in Western clothes. That would be interesting to see.
I don't blame her. I'd love to wear a kimono instead. That's it? That's all we have to do? Bro, what do you... Yeah, no worries, Shippy. What do you want? What do you want from me? Am I supposed to go back to the... I guess I'll just examine stuff. Usually something appears to do something, you know?
Look at all those chickens. Look at all the different things in the window of the shop. Ah, that's Winnie Banks, the pawnbroker. It looks much smarter than a pawnbroker in Japan, doesn't it? Yes, you're right. I find pawn shops at home rather inapproachable, personally. It reminds me of tearfully parting with my favorite fountain pen. I felt so miserable. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, Mr. Naruto.
Oh, my favorite type of gameplay. Looking at stuff. Isn't it fun? Isn't it just terrific, Genie? Oh, also, I was so stoked last night when I found out I can play Halo Infinite. Infinity? Halo Infinite? Whichever one it is. I thought it was just coming out for the new Xbox. It's the fact that it's on Xbox One, I was so stoked. And it's so fun. I really like it. You're gonna have a blast, GD. I guess I'll just examine everything. Oh.
That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today's date.
Okay.
Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Easter-style page, an Easter-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date.
The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Windybank.
And who was it who walked out of here with the wrong violin before?
If you ever want to play together, I'll send you back. Oh my god, yes, Genie! I have no one to play with. Please, I would love that. Absolutely. I'm pretty bad right now. I'm pretty terrible. I was okay when I was in the whatever the new flying vehicle is called. I don't know what it's called. But I was fine in that. I was blowing everything up. But on foot, I wasn't doing so great. But you'll have to carry me. I'm probably really rusty. I'm sure your rust is still much above mine, Genie.
Well, when the agreed storage period has passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker's obsession, you might say.
Oh, yes. I can see you're very dedicated on your job.
Okay. What's this?
Now what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does? It seems to have 2 little windows for looking through.
Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you're looking at is a stereoscope.
A stereoscope. Fascinating.
It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself.
Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look.
Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. You have to be cross-eyed to see the picture properly?
Alright then, I'm gonna try it. Nah! Mr. Naruto, you must see at once. Oh, alright then.
This music.
So I need to be cross-eyed. Like, I'm trying to look at my own nose.
Okay.
What the?
Do I know her? Do we know her?
I don't believe it.
Who is that?
It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it.
Oh, okay, I guess it's not the person then. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. I've never heard of these before. They're often found in little shot stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them.
Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic?
It is no magic, my dear madame. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We'll save the lesson for another day. Thank you. I did not want another lesson.
Oh.
I thought it was someone in the picture we would have to know, but alas, I guess not. What's this?
Look at this. Whatever could it be used for? I have no idea.
Can't believe Halo just ripped off Splitgate. They were so lazy they didn't even add the portals.
There's a small catch. Just here, look. We're gonna open it, aren't we?
I feel like I would enjoy Splitgate more if the places you could put portals weren't limited, if that makes sense. You know? Like, if you could put a portal anywhere, I feel like I would have a blast with that. But because it's so specific where you have to put them, I still love it. It was still super fun to play. That was the only thing I was like, I wish it was, like, more free. Oh, hello?
Oh my, that's amazing. It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism, which we'll never manage to put back the way it was before.
Humph, what are you two doing?
What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all.
It was really fun to play with friends. It wasn't so much fun to play against people online because they memorized the best places to put portals and stuff like that, you know? It was like you would die before you even got to walk anywhere. But it was fun. It was fun.
Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere.
Like, the sweats were just too sweaty, you know? You know?
Look at this! What could this lovely big shiny box be?
That, my dear madame, is a music box. Surely you have such things in your own country. Yeah, exactly, Drippy. Like, Among Us was fun when, like, people didn't memorize stuff. Like, oh, did you do this panel? oh, no, you couldn't help because you have to do this one first and stuff like that. It's like, that takes the fun out of it. There's no fun in that.
Oh my! Yes, but I've certainly never seen one so large before.
I remember I was the imposter and killed in front of you so many times, Cole. Oh my god, yes! And then I would just chill with you. I'm not gonna rat him out. I want to hang out with him. It was so funny. I would always get blamed as the murderer. Shall we listen a while? We should try to play the new update. I haven't seen any gameplay, just the trailers.
Ah, what a sublime sound. It's like the music of angels. I've never heard anything like it before in my life.
This particular specimen is of the larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. I remember someone walked into us two just standing on top of a course dancing. Yes, exactly. No, the last time I played was with you guys. I haven't played ever since. There was a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Oh, absolutely, Genie. Oh, yeah. Genie hasn't played Among Us with us. Oh, my God. That'd be so fun.
My goodness. What a simply delightful machine.
Indeed. Now their popularity was waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course.
Ha! Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace.
What? Only tuppence for it? That ain't fair, and you know it. The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I cannot afford offer more.
Who is what now? Oh, yeah. How have they been, Coco? What's your favorite role so far? I never got to play Ultimate Chicken. You didn't, Genie? Oh, good job. No. Oh, well, we need to play Ultimate Chicken Horse again now. Of course. Oh, man. No, we definitely need to play that with you. Genie, boot your dad off your Steam account. Play with us. Unless he's going to stream it, he's got to get off your Steam account.
Sounds like there's an argument brewing over there by the counter.
Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had a proper butcher's at it?
I've seen all I need to see, young lady.
Oh, it's her again. I'll tell him to play offline. Yes, please. I've only seen the Guardian Angel and the Shapeshifter, so I'm not sure which would be my fave. Is it like random if there's one in it? Or like, are there always a certain amount in the game?
Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh, yes, it's a young lady. From Mr. McGillet's trial 2 months ago.
I don't remember what he talked like.
Her name is Gina Lestrade, my lord.
The chance answer across among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What's commonly called a pickpocket.
There's always one Guardian Angel, if I'm correct, because it's always the first person who dies. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Are they broken or do they fit well? Yeah, are they broken? Like, is it balanced gameplay?
Gordon Bennett, you lot. Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been well. Hey, what, you remember me then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure.
So, what are you doing here?
Down and out, like the rest of us. Nothing to eat.
Come to pop that black weasel. Sorry, coat. Have ya?
What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it?
I think it's balanced so far. Okay, cool. I like to try. I really do want to try it.
Oh, good day. Unless I'm much mistaken.
You would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher.
Dog, Mr.
No.
Nah, Mr. Sholmes.
So,
You have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article and I shall negotiate with Mr. Windybank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need no help from some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on and I'll make it trouble for ya. As you wish, Miss Lestred. I will happily remove myself from your presence.
He's really done it. He's gone.
I'm sorry, but I just said there really is no room for negotiation here.
What is that thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? And you, go on, leave me alone. Oh, Miss Lestred, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest. Mr. Satterson can really stand her ground when she wants to.
Whatever. Whatever. I still can't unsee. I think it was Coffee Cups who said that her hat looks like a dead Ninja Turtle. Mate, Tuesday.
Somehow, I didn't really think you were the, sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestred.
Right though? It looks like Raphael. You don't pronounce the T in Cockney accents? Right, you don't pronounce the T. Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Cockney? Yeah, well, I am all right. I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. Not a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know... I know what you're thinking.
That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got it on the dive, didn't she? Yeah. 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 I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase.
Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines. You're not going to deny it, Mr. Naruto. Alright then, I'm just gonna come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people?
Well, I don't know how best to answer that, really. Suppose sometimes. Sometimes. How do you say sometimes without pronouncing the T? Sometimes.
You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestred.
But not this time, alright? I swear. That thing belongs to me.
The disc that Mr. Windybank's holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this.
Okay. Hey, Humpty Dumpty. The disc.
Mr. Windybank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestred has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface.
It's a music thing, right?
Ah, this is a music disc, you see. For use inside a music box.
In a music box?
What? You don't even know what a music box is? Disc, you Eastern lot ain't too savvy, eh?
I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before.
If the T is at the start, you pronounce it. Okay. Okay.
The small protrusions on the metal disc encode a tune to be played by the music box. Ta-da! You simply insert the disc and set the machine going, and beautiful music plays.
It's so incredible. Tell us what tune is on the disc.
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music boxes, you see. British-made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for.
I see.
And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny.
That's a pack of lies. It told me he did. He said it was, well... He? Who? Never you mind. It just ain't right, that's all. The disc's worth good money. I know it is.
Well then, You'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you?
Narg. Gina Lestrade. Gina or Gatorade?
She's been in before, of course. This little tatterdemalion.
Tatterdemalion.
I see.
I brought some dubious article or other with her every single time, I might add.
Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me.
So, is there something dubious about the disc you brought in today?
Well, if only it were made that simple.
Sorry? What do you mean?
What she actually brought in was a storage ticket.
Ah, a storage ticket. So, Miss Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today. Is that it? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff. What needs storing?
Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious.
The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight. Plus, she gave me a ticket for it and repaid both the loan and interest. I was obliged to return the article to her.
But what was the article? And do tell us, Mr. Winniebank.
The little scabber's wearing it, ma'am.
The jacket?
It's the overcoat that she redeemed. Oh.
What? What's wrong? What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. I can't do this accent. I'm sorry.
So, what is this then? How does that come into all this?
Ah, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn, if the girl and I can agree a price.
Okay. My god, it seems like we're going in circles. We get it. She wants more money than what it is.
I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today.
It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money owned on it, as you say.
For this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I understood it.
That's right. Yes, and rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets.
Oh, you mean...
What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady?
Ah, I see. So it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it?
If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly, Mom.
And she immediately tried to pawn it. For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think.
Give it up. I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me.
It doesn't really appear to be your size.
Your man's, ain't it? Is it Miss Lestrade?
Yes, this is definitely all rather suspicious.
Indeed.
Out of my way, please.
Oh. Well, that's not the voice I expected to come from that.
Who's this picture postcard English gentleman?
Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, ew is right. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. His eyes are glowing. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. Just do the first voice? No, I like this voice. If you think you're such a gent, you should know to wait in line. Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Hey, Who are you? How do you know who I am?
The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy even to remember the faces of your victims, it seems.
What? You mean from you?
Broker!
Yes, sir.
Like an ice-type Pokemon gym leader? Yes! Oh my god, yes, Jerpy. I believe this filthy pickpocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no?
Yes, sir.
The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
Oh my! No, that's a lie. What are you trying to pull?
Give me back my overcoat, you rascal. And needless to say, any music box discs too.
No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's me old man's, or it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruto. This is a very awkward situation.
Which we're not involved in. Let's leave.
Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail.
No, I think we should mind our own business and leave, perhaps. This is nothing to do with us. Oh my god. Fine. Fine.
Miss Astrid, is what the gentleman is saying. What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on that dandy before.
Let's hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you brought me in here just now.
No, I swear it. I swear to God.
It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the streets, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets.
Yet again?
Oh yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time I've been targeted by these back slums scoundrels. Ah, I like that suit. Yeah, I do like this suit. I don't like the guy in it. I do like the suit though. And now then, relinquish my overcoat. Gah!
Come along now, Miss Lestred. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police.
Hold on! Why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy cove. And you think I'm the dodgy one?
I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you.
Yeah, right, coffee cups? I've noticed that too.
Well, what about evidence, yeah? Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it.
Oh, I have evidence, naturally.
You what?
What's the evidence?
Evidence that the article misled me. Blah, 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 blah. Of course, we need only consult Mr. Winnibank's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant.
We should have done that in the first place.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Oh.
I never ask customers' names.
It's a strict policy of mine. That's a stupid policy. That is the stupidest plot hole of a plot policy I have ever heard.
But why not?
Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity.
Yes, I see. But then how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it?
Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question?
Of course, it's Professor!
Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. The gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt.
A watchword? Interesting.
This game sucks. Watchword.
So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windybank.
As I just explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret.
He's still here.
That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets, none at all.
Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of the deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword.
And if that someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article.
That's right, sir. Just as soon as they request it, as the requisite fee is paid.
And I have supplied you with the information you require already. But for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat, deposited 2 months ago on 15th February. Who says that on 15th February? With a watchword of Professor.
All perfectly correct information, sir.
But how? Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt.
Ugh.
Is that it? Is it done? Oh my god, Jeannie, your dad really does have a gaming setup. Holy! That's amazing! The remake we've been waiting for, Monster Rancher 1 and 2. Yay! Oh my god! No wonder they released him in the DLC. That makes sense. Look at his top hat. Picture perfect postcard man.
Excuse me, but who are you?
What the things on stands are around the room, but it's for their YouTube video. Oh, hell yeah, YouTube videos. Heck yeah. One would expect the Inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you.
No, sorry. Yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here.
Oh, yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. Right. Well then. I have to go. I don't feel comfortable around this man anymore. I don't know what that was, but that wasn't a good sign. Its inhabitants live on some fiery, brown-colored soup, dressed up with exotic spices.
You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theatrical gesticulation about?
Perhaps. Anyway, if you are gentlemen, sir, you offer your own name first before inquiring after the name of another.
Of course, yes. I'm Ryanosuke Naruto. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. My name is Sato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruto's assistant.
Yeah, no worries, Genie. I see. My name is Benedict. Yes, Egbert Benedict. Benedict Cumberbatch? Enchante. Enchante.
He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but the name is suspicious.
Now, to the matter at hand. Oh. Please, I don't like this man anymore. He needs to stop. My overcoat, return it at once. To someone with the style to carry it off. God, every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. Hey! He made a reference to a song. Every move you make, every breath you take, I'll be watching you. Same though, I can't stand watching him. That definitely fits him.
So let that be an end to the matter. Ta-ta! And thank you for your customer. Mr. Eggert Benedict, sir.
Eggert. Eggert, what kind of name is that? No, stop. Oh my god, stop. With such reasonable rate of interest, I may even decide to come back. Tisk. This is why I ate grown-ups. Just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, broker.
But of course, sir. Here is a disc for you.
Just this one.
Pardon, sir?
I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another.
Another disc.
Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now.
So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you?
Says who, eh? I don't know nothing about it.
Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Wait a minute, that disc is mine.
Oh! Duh, what? What do you think you're doing, you little trump? You've drawn blood! You filthy animal!
Oh my, yes, there's blood on the disc. It's because of those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, alright? I mean, it belonged to me, old man. So you're not having it. Oh, you take it. Me? If I hang on to it, they'll have it off of me again. So you keep it, you keep hold of it. Miss Lestrade, why is this so important to her?
Okay. A metal disc used to play music. Okay. You there, in the black livery. Hand that disc to me at once, please.
No, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are all liars. Hug, what do I do now? How am I going to resolve this?
Run. I go to a new place. Can I just leave? I don't like how everyone's just awkwardly standing here.
Wow, Miss Ledger's really looking daggers at that mysterious gentleman. We need something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. Look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in no mood to talk. We need to do something quickly.
Okay, okay. Yeah, no one wants to talk. Okay. Herlock Sholmes. Yoo-hoo. Need your assistance.
What are you examining with such keen interest there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see.
Oh? So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruto.
Sorry?
After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized, as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So, feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place. Whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel.
Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruto? How could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely.
Then why on earth didn't you join the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know.
This game, I'm at a loss for words. Honestly, me too, Trippy. I'm just here for the ride at this point.
Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered.
Yeah, at least you're music be banging that guinea pig emote.
You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Sholmes. I feel simply awful for you.
It would seem that my inferences are correct.
Oh, surely you're not about to tell us
That you've solved the entire case once again. My dear madame, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized? What are these words? How much could I pawn it for?
It seems Mr. Shulman another of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it will help to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman.
I mean, we know his name now.
What's the right thing to do here?
Let's hear it. Let's hear what he has to say.
Well, Miss Lestrade, it appears you find yourself in something of a predicament.
Tisk, where the blue blazes have you been, eh?
Pardon?
When a lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be there to help.
Straight away! Not an hour later.
Harsh.
And who, pray tell, are you?
It looks like his long-lost brother.
Mr. Egbert Benedict. You have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person.
Time to spin? I think it's time to spin, coffee cups.
Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. Duh! And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation. The one you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions?
How?
He's turning as white as a hard-boiled egg. It would seem that once again, Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction.
They showed the animation twice. That's how you know it's intense.
Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for.
Okay.
So, shall we begin? It's time to spin. The time has come for yet another Sherlock Holmes logic and reasoning spectacular.
Here we go, guys.
First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbroker today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different.
Oh, and he's holding a piece of paper.
As revealed by that which you hold in your hand.
Spain without the A. Spin!
Yes, what brought you to this shop is the first place is the staff recruitment flyer.
I don't think so.
The piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need for such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions.
His thing says Ag. Oh. His cane doesn't have the initials of his actual name. Egbert, whatever he said it was.
The cane which you unwittingly clutch to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction.
What utter rot! I've had this for years.
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the missing ferrule. No, that's not it. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip.
Oh, hello.
And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all.
Oh?
You recall, sir, is something wrong?
Welcome back, Genie!
And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod that you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle? Mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that's rod.
Oh.
It's a broken handle of a shovel.
Oh.
What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here.
Yay! The people are gone. I'm glad you can chill now, Genie.
Was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you've conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime.
No. Not this one. I think was the farthest from the truth, dude. Topic 2? There's a second topic? Oh my god.
Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning.
This is utterly absurd.
You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbrokery with a broken shovel. What on earth do you propose I would expect to find there?
Okay.
Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Save for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is an ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped.
What?
Yeah, no worries, your man. Thanks so much for stopping in. I hope you had a good time, even though, you know, it was Ace Attorney, your least favorite. Also, love your email. Absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. Have a great night, Drippy man. Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice of a public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs under the bank on the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway that flows in very close proximity to the great vault of the financial institution opposite.
What are you?
In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels.
That is clever. That is very clever.
Master plan.
He's a dancer. Folks, he is a ballet dancer. What brings us at last to the final chapter of this Lewid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. Freedom! But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict Cumberbatch? I have no idea what you're talking about. Talking about? Am I grabbing my water? It's on the table, thank you. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. Ugh. Woo! I'm not used to Sonic's voice so long. I gotta build up my stamina to it again. Ahem. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the great exhibition. I'm afraid you've quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the great exhibition will soon be underway. I'm losing my ability to read and talk. And the government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of the road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is the theft of which sits in the vault of the bank. The special reserve funds for the Crystal Exhibition. Of course, that is the top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. Bruh. If anything, you just gave him a foolproof plan to steal the money. It's really Peter Pan? Why Peter Pan? Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this pawnbrokering puzzle. Uh-huh. We have a lot to fix in this. Oh my god. Ah, Mr. Holmes! Well, Mr. Naruto. An impressively upbeat deduction for the detective racked with loneliness, would you not agree? Overly youthful man-child. Yeah, you know what that does. That does sound right, coffee cups. Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault? Indeed. Though few know of its existence, it is known of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence.
But you just announced it to everyone here. Rather loudly, in fact.
Ah.
And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it?
There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal.
But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does. Now that you've revealed the secret.
Oh.
Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windybank will. He already has plenty of shovels here, after all.
Upon my life, I assure you, I'm not so unscrupulous.
Well. Hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost care. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them. And once the word is out, it's out.
Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Holmes.
An excellent idea, Mr. Naruto. An excellent idea.
Well then, Mr. Naruto, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yes, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if we can massage it into shape.
Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. This season is the worst in traditional. Yes, it is. I am already so scared for Clem. I'm so glad I literally don't have to interact with my company's clients because who knows? Oh my god, right, Coco? I'll make a sacrifice to the rekindled gods on your behalf. I feel like Black Friday is like the red moon for Karens, you know? They become monsters. Bum bum ba dum dum. Skip, 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 skip. Dun da dum.
So, by Miss Jones' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job, so he could dig down through the floor. Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motives lie elsewhere. The question is where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time?
Look at his face. Mew. You spin me right round, baby, right round when you go down, down. Hey, look, it's a camera. What is this?
Oh! Look at all the scribbled notes in the back of the flyer here. I don't believe it! What is it? Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrid. Height, 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat. Grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. It's a detailed description of Miss Lestrid. Goodness. There's even a sketch of her, hat and all.
That's a really cute sketch, not gonna lie. So annoying. It's not even Black Friday yet, and shops are advertising pre-Black Friday. Oh my god, I know. The pre-shops are so annoying. Completely defeats the purpose. In the name of the manager, the cashier, and the whole store policy. How can I help you today? I'm so lucky that all my customers to deal with directly are people who are attending a festival of some sort, and who are always in a great mood. Oh, that's actually so true, Coffee Cups. That's lovely. I love that. You're so lucky. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Black Friday weekend sales, pre-Black Friday sales. I know, Cyber Monday. That turns out to be Cyber Week. Oh, it just won't end. The company I work for is very strict about not telling customers that the Black Friday deal will be, to the point that they won't even tell us just in case. That's crazy.
Although, if he showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure. And look, the details of the shop have been written down here too. Winnie Banks Brokery, Baker Street. Redemption deadline, April 15th. Which is today's date. Why would Mrs. Bennett have all that information scrawled on the back of the piece of paper? Take that! Punches him in the face. Sorry, I just don't know what came over me. You know, I have so much energy. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrid. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket Miss Lestrid and to the Mr. Winniebags pawnbrokery here. Nah.
I love the back and forth between them.
You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrid stole the redemption ticket from you.
But that, sir, is thinly veiled lie.
It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Winnie Bags Pawnbrokery, and today, the redemption deadline of that overcoat.
So you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive.
And you have gone to some lengths.
To hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrid.
In
In other words, there was some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What ultra rot? I've had this cane for years. It's just most people rarely shop for lanterns in a yurt. No one really comes in with expectations about what the surface would be. That's so true. You have such a perfect set of coffee shops. Coffee cups, I'm sorry. I read shops and coffee shops. I gave this guy the same fabulous voice that my fabulous big ego D&D character has. Oh, I love that, Coco. Yeah, he needs to have an over-the-top personality. The contradiction of which I speak of is, of course, the missing furrow. No, it's not.
What's a furrow? It's a metal cap, commonly found on the end of the cane, Mr. Naruto. Ah, the bit that makes a nice clacky sound on the pavement. Yes, exactly. Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on his cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. But the gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious.
Coffee shops? If that's your nickname here in NL, I wouldn't be surprised if people think you're a weed dealer? Do people deal weeds in a coffee shop? What? You give me a look like I'm stupid. Did I say something stupid? No? Okay. Like, what? Oh, okay. Wait, what? In Amps, do they sell weed at coffee shops? Oh, coffee shop is referred to. Why? That's so interesting. I've never heard that. Coffee and weed? That sounds so contradicting. You take weed to like chill out, and then you take caffeine to hype yourself up. You're like stuck in the middle. Cole is Patrick Star's roommate. We know. We've been new, Coffee. We've been new.
There's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know.
I'm Patrick Star. If anything, I feel like I'm SpongeBob and you are Patrick. Like, if we had to pick a role between those two, absolutely. Former roommate. Okay. That's so funny. Well, Gary. It's clearly Gary. Oh, I love that. It's not just weed. They are almost like a cafe that just has weed as the main thing on the menu. Really? That's fascinating. I never knew about that. That's so cool.
Look here, Mrs. Sato.
The alligator in the background. No.
There are some letters on the handle. Ah, yes. Those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with the first letters of their names. So, Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean? That's right. And the initials on this cane, obviously... Oh! AG? Ag! Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? Boop.
I'm gonna post a link in Discord in case you want to. Yeah, I'd love to hear more about it, Coco. That's fascinating. It's like the thing in Amsterdam is known for. I had no idea. The reason dumb 18-year-old traveled to Europe after school. Oh, is that why? Legal? Oh, I had no idea.
The contradiction of which I speak is, of course, the initialing.
A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Egbert Benedict? Canals, bicycles, and weed. Wow, I had no idea. Dumb tourist. Wow, yeah. And the red light district. Oh yes, of course. Can't forget them. Can't forget them. Coffee cups. We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet in a most possessive manner,
You have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. People think that the Dutch all smoke. No. It's the foreigners. I can fully imagine that, Coco. That must be so annoying. Like, you know, tourists can be annoying in the first place when they're like in your way because they're taking pictures or something. But if they're there getting high all the time, that must be so annoying. An incontrovertible contradiction indeed. Would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane isn't. And me is just like, but the museums.
You said before that you had that cane for years.
Yeah. Oh wow, that spin though.
So don't try to tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park.
In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true manner, your true name. I had a British person tell me that I wasn't a real Dutch person just because I don't smoke. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't recognize a real Dutchman if you saw one. Like the one in front of you. Wow. And I smoked nothing. That would also be me if I ever went there. You recoil, sir. Is nothing wrong? I can't believe we haven't been to a single museum since Cole arrived. I was so excited to revisit all my favorite museums. We'll definitely go. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to go to museums. We can make great TikToks after that. But also, it's been a long time since I've been to a museum. I love to go. I love to go. Yeah. Wait, did I learn the word for museum today? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Well, what's the Spanish word for museum? Maybe I did. I think I did. Museo. I did learn that. I did learn that word today on Duolingo. Museo. And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod of you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. No, I knew you were gonna say that. Guys, I have been really good at learning Spanish so far. I have to let you guys know. You guys should be really proud of me. I've been like really on top of my Duolingo. I've picked up every word I've heard, except for the word airport. And I still can't. Glenn was in classes and I was at home doing Duolingo and it said airport. And I was just like, huh? 10 minutes, I had to click on the word, keeping repeating it over and over and over again, and I still couldn't get it. To the point I texted Glenn saying like, hey, remind me to ask you to say airport when you come home. Oh, can you type it out in Spanish in chat so I can try to pronounce it again? They have a whole museum of nothing but Van Gogh. Oh, that's amazing. Aido Puretto. Aido what? Puerto. Arero Puerto. There you go. Arero Puerto. I don't get how Aido comes from that. Aido. Where's the I? Where's the? I'm hearing I sound. Aido. Puerto. What I hear is Aido Puerto. Aero Puerto. It's been like this all. I can't get it. I'm just gonna say airport in English. Hopefully they get it. Este el airport. No, donde está el airport? There it is. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happening here. Miss Lestrid redeemed that fine-looking overcoat. Aero Puerto. Puerto. I don't know Puerto. I'm done. Airport. I can't. That should be a TikTok on its own. Just me trying to pronounce airport. And now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name.
and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him.
I mean, it does fit him.
But we know that he actually identified with Miss Lestrade from a written description.
Have you learned how to roll your R's yet, Cole? I can't. I can't quite do it. Like not at all. Oh, I know. It's muy importante in Spanish. I know, but I can't. I really can't. I tried to learn it when I had singing lessons. I had to learn a song in Latin. I had to learn a song in Latin, and I had to roll my R's, and it did not work out. I apparently, if your parents can't, if both your parents can't do it, you're screwed. Apparently, neither of mine can. So, I can do it for like a second, but then it just stops. My tongue's just like, nope, I'm done. It's like a motorboat. I think that's the longest I've ever done it too. Sound like a machine gun.
But suggesting everyone else,
I hope no one else from Argentina is watching me right now.
So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him.
We're all witnessing Cole turn into a motorboat.
Royal Spanish Academy here.
Sure, do whatever you want, Argentina. We know you were going to anyway. Wait, what are we looking for? What's the correction? Oh, crap. Prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Oh, okay. It has a tear in it, sir. Is that it? That's the reason? There's a tear in it? It's the only thing I can point at.
Yo, Fresco, how's it going? How you doing today? Oh, the seam on the shoulder there is coming apart. Look. Oh, so it is. Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict Cumberbatch was surprised by something that was said, I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded a bit like a tiny growl. Growl. But now I think it was probably the sound of his seam ripping open. If you look closely, it does seem to be very tight fit. The sleeves are stretched to... The sleeves are stretched to bursting, and he wouldn't have a hope of fastening it to the front.
I mean, he left it here for 2 months. Maybe he got a little bit bulky, you know? Maybe he worked out.
If he were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. That I'd like to see. Sorry? So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around? She's really giving us some thought.
We need to make him run around?
Take that!
The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see.
Nah. Yes. What voice was that?
Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. When you so boldly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket.
Nug.
This catalog of untruths has all been for one very specific purpose.
I like to imagine this entire time Chusato's in the background, like flicking the light switch, like
That's for you. To steal the article.
and then the other guy in the shop was like, "What are you? Why my lights? You're gonna rack up my electricity bill." Everyone else off on the street are seeing these lights go on and off. Like, are they in trouble? Should we call the police? Why are the lights flashing?
To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from Mr. Winniebank.
Yug!
But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. You're right. Solved. Part 2. Now, Mr. Benedict, let's continue. We must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, designed a wheeze to filch some tardy article of pawnage. Have you forgotten that I redeemed the article in the proper manner, using the watchword? No. Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place, how could I possibly have known the relevant details? N'est-ce pas? Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Duh, and your fertile glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to the pawned property of another. Is it right there written down? The method is revealed by the constant notice.
The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more talk of a tunneling into the sewers. Which is a pity because it's all sounding rather exciting.
Yeah, that would have been an awesome crime to solve.
Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know that word, Mr. Winniebank would never allow you to redeem the article. Or, looking at it another way, if you did know the word, Mr. Winniebank would allow you to redeem the article whether it was yours or not. So the question is, could the gentleman have found the watchword out somehow?
Yes. Clearly it's written down somewhere. Ew, what's that doll? This is the only way I can move the camera, so I'm guessing this.
Look at this, Mrs. Otto. Ah, it appears to be a memo that Mr. Winniebank has scribbled himself. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, Professor.
Dum-ba-da-dum.
Mr. Winniebank must make a note of all the watchwords his customers give him, right before their eyes. And an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear. I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see?
Take that!
The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn.
Yes, the broker here follows the same procedure whenever a customer comes to redeem an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response utterly on a notepad he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker.
But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages.
What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before you accusation against Miss Lestrade.
In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Winniebag. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword as his common practice, you observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger.
And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawned article from the young Miss Lestrade. Master plan! Don't mind me as I do some little interpretive dancing. Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lucid scheme. Lucid? Why would you go to such lengths to redeem that particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less a worthless music disc. But naturally, you have a very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see this
Picture postcard tells us what we need to know. Does it though? Does it though?
The articles we're talking about are the overcoat and the music box disc that was in one of the pockets, which according to Mr. Winniebank isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain it, Mr. Naruto. Could we really? I better have a thorough look through all the evidence we've collected so far.
Well, that's a little obvious right there, isn't it?
Oh! There's a little scrap of paper stuck on the reverse side of the disc. Look! And a scribbled word or two. It looks like somebody's name.
McGilded. Oh! Isn't that the little leprechaun guy we were trying to help out and then he burned in the carriage?
From McGilded. McGilded? It couldn't be. But it is, Mr. Naruto. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this?
Can I present it?
Take that!
Okay. Hurls it at his head. Gets lodged in his forehead.
You see, this music box disc tells us that we all need to know.
What's that on the back? It reads from McGilded. No. Ah, Miss Magnus McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. I lied him back. Welcome back, Drippy. How dare you lie? Tis, how dare. How dare. I'm the only one who lies here in this stream. Oops. I missed what it said. A prominent man in London, though was no mongering, demonstrated a Dixie lactose sculptors. Okay. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Banned for lying. I was gonna do something, but I didn't. Wow. So specific.
Mr. McGilded was a man of unusual small stature, in fact. He was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you squeezed yourself into.
No. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Egbert Benedict. The final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. Tisk. No. Done. So literally nothing to do with the bank. Not even mentioned once. Elementary. Well, Mr. Magnus McGilded. That's a name I expected to hear in these circumstances.
Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid there's something very troubling on my mind.
It's Egbert Benadryl. Sorry, you're right, Coconut. Coconut? Why did I say coconut? What is my brain today? Coffee shops, coconut. What's next? What's next? A drippy sim? Like, why? Deduction. Why? Pray tell, Mr. Sato.
Well, according to what Mr. Winnie Bank told us,
I can't read names today.
today was the final day on which the coat would have been redeemed, was it not?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited.
Well, today is 15th of April, so 2 months ago today.
Would have been 15th February, sir. That's right. It's all clearly recorded in my ledger.
Too much reading is bad for you, Cole. Apparently, Drippy.
Deposited at 10:30 p.m. I see.
What? But that suggests... Yes, 15th of February. It's precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place.
Oh?
And 10:30 in the evening. It's precisely the time at which the terrible events were unfolding.
So he wasn't the murderer?
Suggestive is not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence.
Oh?
You are, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deductions you choose. However...
Oh! People need to stop pointing guns at me in this game, please and thank you.
I must insist you hand over the music box
disc now. Yeah. Yeah, he could have pulled out the gun from the very get-go.
It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native lands in a box.
Nark, what did I do?
Absolutely not. I'm not handing over that disc. Although I'm gonna save first in case he shoots me. Not that I think he would shoot me, but like, you know, just in case. Just dodge it. You're right, Trippy. I should just dodge it.
There are some things a man must protect at all costs. And this may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not.
Ooh. Oh!
Mr. Windybag!
This is my shop. I can't allow...
Try not to sneeze.
I can't allow any harm to come to my customers if that were to happen. I should have to take my own life.
No, just use the gun. Aim the gun at the other person, not yourself.
Mr. Windybag, no!
All right, that's enough.
Hey!
Inspector Gregson!
Inspector!
That's right, Sunshine. You always raised one of our detected emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now what's all this about, eh?
No, praise be. You're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment. As you should. It would seem you have the upper hand. Yeah, the cops are here. just slightly have the upper hand. Isn't it fish and chips?
Right. You lots have got some explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargery.
Petty? Mr. Windybag very nearly met it with his end.
Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can tell.
Oh dear.
And the whole of Britain could meet with this end. If I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on.
What? What on earth is the case, Inspector?
Spare no detail, Gregson.
I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station.
But of course, Inspector.
Duh!
He's getting away! He's twirling away! Quick, after him!
Get him, lads! Whistle the beat officer, too!
Sir! Are you not going to chase after him?
There's been a spate of flash at pawn shops around here recently. So I fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers so there's know when there's trouble.
No, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed.
Now then, Mr. Permanently in mourning.
Oh, yes.
Oh, because I'm wearing black all the time.
I'll be taking whatever it is, whatever it is of Miss McGilda's down to the yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over.
Oh, yes, of course. No, don't. Don't give it to him. It's mine, it is. Mine.
I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to Mr. McGilda has to be taken by evidence now.
It creates a force field? Wait, what creates it? Oh, when he twirls? If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to, capitulate.
It's all yours, Inspector. Grr. I pounce on you. I'm so scared.
And so, we handed Mr. McGilda's disc over to the Inspector Gregson. And we're summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the streets.
Why? Didn't we just help him? To be continued. Dum dum dum. Wow, that chapter fit perfectly into stream. Good job, guys. We didn't go 4 or 5 hours this time. It was perfectly 3 hours. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us, guys. Good job. Good job. We stayed focused enough to get through it. Someday Drippy will get a superpower, and it's just going to be telepathy so that he no longer has to speak ultimate skipping dialogue. That is perfect. Oh, perfect. All right, that's going to be it for stream today, guys. I'm so glad we're playing this game again. I missed it. I missed it a lot. I think we'll stick to playing on Saturdays, if that's okay with everyone. Except for Drippy, who doesn't get a say. We'll be back on Tuesday with more Animal Crossing. Until then, I hope you have a terrific weekend, everybody. Peace out, everyone. Oh, and happy birthday again, Coffee Cups. I hope you have a terrific birthday. Peace out. Bye.